So now for the strategy. First of all, I will say two things that are very important that you need to keep on top of mind every single time we are doing Hydross. The first one is the most important one. This fight is not about damage, it's a fight about discipline. All right? Discipline. You, as a DPS, need to sit on your hands every single time that there is a transition, because as we said, there will be threat wipes every single time that we push the boss into another side. The boss will die no matter what. He will always die long before the enrage timer. If something happens, it's because someone rips thread. If you somehow rip thread, you will die most likely, and second of all, you may very well cause a wipe. And this cannot happen. Please always be on top of your discipline as a DPS, and make sure you're always executing properly. There is no reason to try to do too much damage. I will remind everyone as well that the tanks have very specific gear sets in order to survive the nature and frost hits from the boss, which means that they will have very poor threat. So it's very, very easy to rip thread, even more during the transitions. Okay. Second thing that you need to keep in mind is if at some point we have an accidental double transition or a triple transition, it means it's an instant global petri out. You don't have to wait, you don't want to wait for any call to petri out. You need to be responsible for yourself. If you see a double transition, it's instantly petri logout. There will be obviously a petri out call if that happens. However, you need to be responsible for yourself and do it. Do not panic if you cannot log out immediately. You will be kept in combat until all of the totems and pets are dead, which can take some time. And that also means you want to petri out very quickly, because you don't want to like run out and have the boss and the ads follow you, because some people will have their petri fall off before they can log out if you do that. So everyone logs out in place and very quickly, and that's how we do. All right. Do not Alt F4. If you petri Alt F4, you will die. It doesn't work. As I am reminding you right now, it doesn't work. You will die. So we will be starting the pool right here, and the patrolling ads that spawn until we pull are spawning from this side, patrolling like this. So we will kill a few for rage, and then the frost tank, which should be a bear, will instantly get noticed and feral charge into the boss so that we keep him from in the frost phase. And yep. There will be 1, 2, or 3 ads still arriving, because they would have already spawned from over there. And whenever the ads arrive in range of you, if you're a DPS, your priority switches to killing the ad. And the hybrid tank should be bringing those ads to the boss so they can be cleaved. So on pool, we have one hunter misdirecting the boss onto the frost tank. And then on every transition, we will have a different hunter use misdirect onto the new tank, which means on pool, we have misdirect onto the frost tank, on first transition onto the nature tank, second transition onto the frost tank again, third transition, nature tank, fourth, frost, fifth, nature, etc. Now, everyone will be assigned a group to position for the frost phase. Your assign will be here, that you can see it. There will be, for the melees, a triangle formation, which means that you will be behind the boss either on the left or on the right. And yeah, and for range, basically you will be around one of those marks. It looks very tiny right here, but it's actually pretty huge, and there is more than enough space to spread out, because remember, during frost phase, you all need to spread out away from each other to not get water tombed all at the same time, otherwise you die. So that's what we do. Make sure you do not read threats, very important. Everyone on this side of the platform, and we do damage. When the debuff will stack to give us the 100% received increased damage in 10 seconds, we will call for a pre-move from circle group and square group. So that means that 10 seconds before we get the 100% stack, I will say pre-move circle and square. That means that you guys will already be moving to the next side. Then at 5 seconds left, we will, I will say move moon and X, and that's when we move. That ensures that all the healers are not moving at the same time, so heals are still going. Now, after this is done, we will drag the boss to the new phase, to the new side to start the other phase. And lock in, please, about what I'm going to say. It's extremely important that the boss is the last unit to leave the side, okay? The boss should always be the very last one to be on the side that we are leaving. It's very important. Why so? Because it's extremely easy to rip threat. It happens all the time, even though, please, DPS, make sure you do not rip threat on transition. If you have dots, by the way, do not use dots if the dots will still be up by the time we transition. It's very important. You will die, you will kill people, you will cause a wipe. So, when the boss transitions, he will wipe threat, and then if somehow you rip, he will go to you. If you're already on the other side, as you should, then he will go to you. You have time to petri. You give also time to the new tank to grab the boss to get aggro. But if you are on the other side, he might cross again to reach you, and that will cause a double transition. And a double transition means a triple transition because we cannot stay on the same side, otherwise we all die. So that means there's going to be 12 adds. It means we're going to wipe, and so it's a petri out. So no one can ever afford to be on the previous platform as we transition. You should already be pre-positioned on your new position. For the nature side, by the way, you don't need to spread out, so you don't have to worry about this. So yeah, on transition, there will be the MD, and 4 adds will spawn. You will notice when the boss wipes thread, because he will be immobile for half a second to like 1.5, maybe 2 seconds, and the 4 adds will spawn. And so DPS, you need to not hit the boss, and you will instead kill the adds before going onto the boss. That gives enough time for the new tank to build threat, and also, yeah, we need to kill the adds first. So what will happen every single time is that the previous main tank that is not tanking anymore will grab the bottom left add. An off tank that doesn't have very specific gear will grab the top left add. The paladin, who's the hybrid tank, will judge this add on the bottom right and will use Avenger's Shield on this top right add, which means that all of them will be brought to the Consecrate and will be tanked here. You, as a DPS, you want to delete them, but make sure you do not rip threat. If they leave Consecrate, it's over for you. The hybrid tank has to stay there. So yeah, don't be stupid. Sit on your hands on transition, then kill the adds, then kill the boss. It's the same for the other side of the transition, except it's the other previous main tank that will grab this one and bring him to the Consecrate. So that's it. There will be healing assigns very specific. Please make sure you know where they are. You're healing very specific stuff. And yeah, that's all basically for Hydross. Oh yeah, and one last thing. So when the boss is about to die, if we have to transition, we will still transition. And we might ask for, instead of killing the adds, for a banish of all the adds or partial, like some of them only. If that happens, then you kill the adds that are not banished, and then you turn onto the boss. However, and because they will despawn as the boss dies, so we don't have to kill them if we can kill the boss quickly. However, please make sure that you do not rip thread when we do that, because it's even easier to rip thread, because if you are not killing the adds first, then you leave zero time for the tank to build thread, which means it will be even easier to rip. And yeah, stuff has happened, as you can hear in my voice. Yeah, this happens. Make sure you do not rip threads, and when we do this banish thing, yeah, be even more careful. That's it for Hydross.